Hello friends, welcome to Akulmek Live. I'm Kanchan Verma. And today in this episode, we will be discussing about Shiva's connection with music therapy. Stick around to this episode till the end to know more about Shiva's creation of ragas and their impact on human mind.
Friends, have you ever wondered that making a lasting impression online is similar to landing on the moon? If yes, we have a solution for you. Akulmek Genius program will help you prepare for your upwards trajectory towards success in the digital world. Our program consists of 12 unique tailor-made sessions of 1 hour each spread over 6 weeks. Akulmek Genius program provide you practical knowledge about how to optimally use online video platform with lights, action, camera, as well as crash course in using virtual screens. The program also includes a session on the grooming and online etiquettes, which are important for running your online sessions and webinars. At the end of the program, our participants would be allowed to make their own videos, which will be published on a very popular business channel called Akulmek Live. This will provide global recognition to all our participants. If you like what you hear, then using the link in the description below, join the program straight away or visit www.akulmek.com and click on Genius program to know more.
Welcome back, and today we have Dr. Shambhavi Das, who is a well-known music therapist. She is also having her own music institute, Surdemi. So without wasting any further moment, I would like to welcome her. Welcome to the show, Shambhavi. How are you doing today?
Thank you so much. I'm doing very good, Kanchanji. Thanks for inviting me again.
It is always our pleasure, and today we are discussing very interesting topic, and that is the connection of Shiva with music. So let's start. What is the connection of Shiva with music?
Oh, there's a lot of connections. First of all, I'll start with his shloka. Om कर्पूरगौरं करुणावतारं संसारसारं भुजगेन्द्रहारं सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि. Lord Shiva is said to be the creator, and like he's used so much in music therapy, and I'm really proud that the goddesses, our deities are used so much, and this gives you a lot of bliss into your moods. So one of I'll just in very brief I'll tell you, like the drum, you know that Shankarji's instrument is drum. Drum denotes the power, so drum denotes its the purity of the sound. Okay, sound of the Vedas. There are 4 Vedas, so it denotes the purity, the sound, the purity of the sound, that one atom sound, the molecule sound which pervades in the atmosphere and as well as in our body. Next, Lord Shiva is said to create 5 ragas. So when he was meditating, like as we all know, that Sadhguru has given his name Adi Yogi as well. So he is a meditator. He is the most ancient meditator. And when he was meditating, he was the one who came across the sound of the chakras, and he made some of the ragas. He created the ragas, and later on he gave those powers to goddess Saraswati. So if you see Saraswati ji is holding the veena, and one hand she's holding the book. So that power has been given by Lord Shiva, and she was called the goddess of knowledge, goddess of music. 5 ragas which he created, so we will discuss. Then Lord Shankar, Lord Shiva's mantra. So there's a book, there's a very ancient scripture by Adi Shankara which is called Shivanand Lahiri. Shivanand Lahiri, this is such a good book that if you start chanting, you will be able to realize, you will be able to go in the trance. And in music therapy, we use those shlokas for different kind of diseases and ailments. Plus, so one of the very popular mantra, very one line only I'll say, Smritau Shastre Vaidye Shakuna Kavita Ganan फणितौ पुराणे मंत्रे वा स्तुति नटन हास्येषु चतुरः. Means, O Lord Shiva, O wise one, give me all these, just try to make me aware and perfect in all these fields. What fields? Medicine, law, uh, arts, kavita, gan, music, Puran, scriptures, mantra, stuti, that is the devotion, and humor, hasya. So all these things are so important in your. So Adi Shankara is trying to pray that so much. You don't have to just say, "Oh God, give me happiness, give me." These are the sources of happiness. So basically, it's a very deep kind of source of mantras. Plus, Lord Shiva is the embodiment of the Panchabhutas. What are the 5 elements, the Panchabhutas, which are present in the atmosphere as well as and in the body? So, fire, water, earth, air, and ether. These are connected to us also, and these are connected to our 7 chakras also, and which are used like these are a very important aspects in healing our body, like we call 3 dosh. So we all have 3 doshas, 3 humors. So this is used. So Shiva is always called the, so he has 5 senses. So it's in our body, it is the 5 panchabhut, but it's the 5 senses. 5 senses are these only. So what are these senses? So when I say wind is feel, so he used to feel the wind. So his 5 senses are these. So when we say fire, he used to see. When we say water, taste. Water is for taste. Earth is to smell. Sondhi khushbu we say. Okay. So these are the, and then the sound, the Vishuddhi one, Akash is to the Shabd, the sound. So Akash is meant for, so these are the 5 senses of Lord Shiva. So basically, this in one part you can say that it's spiritual, in one part you can say it's very logical, because we use these things into therapeutic setting in music and Ayurveda as well.
Well, if we start describing Shiva, I think that's immense, and it may require maybe many more episodes.
Yeah.
But I would like to ask you, what really Shiva means to you?
So if I just keep aside everything according to me, I mean the religious aspect, if I keep aside, I just feel he's a seed. He is a fundamental seed which is formless. If you're getting a thought, that is Shiv. If you're thoughtless, then also you are Shiv. So when basically I just feel he is the embodiment of silence, nothingness. If you don't have any thoughts in your body, you are Shiv. If you do have, so that particular root of the thought, which somehow becomes the action, that is something else, but that root is Shiv. That Chaitanyamai, that is Shiv. So that fundamental seed which manifests everything. For example, we are a seed, so our thought is just a seed, but when it just keeps on, manifesting, it becomes into action, then implementation. It becomes a belief, then action, then implementation, then achievements, or whatever. What is this? So what is that? Why did it come to your mind that I have to do something? So that, what is that root? So that is Shiva. I think that I would like to say that Zen saints are always, so they used to promote nothingness. That I think that is, I can correlate it with the Shiva, that fundamental truth, that subtle energy in us, anything, and it can be anything which pervades all, which is trying to move all since so many years, and it is so timeless. What is this timeless thing? Normally we say Shiv is Nirakar, Nirgun, Nirakar. Nirgun is one of the thing in music we call Sufi. Sufi, like as in the Farsi people sing Sufi, that's Nirgun. Nirgun is Shiva. Nirakar is Shiva. So now why Nirakar? Why we don't form any form of it? Why don't we create any form? Why? Because he is formless. So something that nothingness, and something which is towards the galaxies also, that nothingness is happening, something is happening, yet there's nothing. So that is kind of, this is, and I feel this is more like experiential. I can just keep on saying, but people can get confused, people can just get something out of it. I think that is also Shiv. If you're not getting anything, it's Shiv. If you're getting something, so it's all experiential, I feel. uh, Shiva is also in music. When I say Shiva is a sound of Om, sound of Vedas. Like I said, he plays the drum. If we are meditating, we are Shiv. So that is spiritual connect of everything. Like obviously, spirituality is much higher, and spirituality is seen in all the sectors, in all the people. So I think that nothingness, that silence, that peacefulness is Shiva, and it's experiential.
Well, you just mentioned that he created few ragas or maybe few music. So, would like to share those shlokas or that music which you like most.
So obviously, we have in the latter episodes we discussed rag called Bhairav. Bhairav is a rag which he created himself, and as we can say, it's his name. So one of the 6 ragas is Bhairav, and so according to the 5 senses, he created 5 very most important ragas which are used, which are very therapeutic and used in music therapy, which is Shri, Deepak, Hindol, Megh, Malkos. Bhairav is what? Bhairav is kind of a ubiquitous rag. I mean, it doesn't come into the 5 ones, but it's into his name, and I think it's the root of all the ragas. And 6th rag was Bhairavi. Bhairavi, like as in Saraswati ji. So 6th rag was created by Saraswati, goddess, not Saraswati ji, goddess Parvati. So Bhairavi was goddess Parvati, and she created that along with the Veena. So this is one thing. Then in music therapy and in Indian classical music, we have so many ragas. Rag Kedar. I want to sing Rag Kedar. So this is for inner strength. This rag is normally so हमको मन की शक्ति देना. So the same wordings also came up. Inner strength. हमको मन की शक्ति देना, मन विजय करें, दूसरों की जय से पहले खुद को जया करे, हमको मन की शक्ति देना, भेद भाव अपने दिल से साफ कर सके, दूसरों से भूल हो तो माफ कर सके, झूठ से बचे रहे, सच कदम भरे, दूसरों के जय से पहले खुद को जया करे, हमको मन. This is Kedar Rag, means Kedar is one of the name of Lord Shiva. Rag Shankara, there is a rag called Shankara, which is very, very popular rag. Then Bhairav is there, we said. Bhairavi, then Shankara Bharanam, that is a Karnataka rag, but it's one of the male karta and it's very fundamental rag, Rag Shankara Bharanam. So these are some of the ragas which are made with his name. Then he made then one of the Shiv Tandav Strotam. So we were discussing it in that episode also, but Shiv Tandav Strotam is very, very therapeutic and very good for speech. So जटाटवीगलज्वल प्रवाह पावितस्थले गलेवलम्बलम्बितां भुजङ्गतुण्डमालिकां धगज्ज्वलल्ललाटपट्टपावके किशोर चन्द्रशेखरे रतिप्रतीक्षणं मम. So when we put that this is very good for speech, for your ucharan, pronunciation, clear dictions. It's very good and it gives you a lot of bliss and peace when you it's very meditative. Rudrashtakam, Shri Rudram, Shivarti. So these are very good for therapeutic uses. And there are many other Drupads also. Drupad is, now that's some other episode, but Drupad is one of the genres in which only Shiv compositions are taken and such a good lyrics in it with a different tals, and Mridangam is played. Mridangam is also associated with Lord Shiva. That Mridangam gives you a lot of peace plus brain stimulation, both of the things. So one stroke of Mridanga and you will just get charged. So that is also associated with Lord Shiva. Instruments are associated with him a lot. So that is another episode which we can discuss.
Well, it was so really wonderful to really know all these rags. So, and the last, I just want to ask you, which is your favorite rag which is being created by Shiva, and what are those songs you would like to share with our audience today?
So, Lord Shiva, it is said that he created Megh. So Megh is a monsoon rag, like Badal. Megh means Badal. So it's a monsoon rag, and this is my favorite one. So one of the songs in it is Kahan se aaye. First of all, I'll sing the notes. Sa re ma pa ni sa ni pa ma re sa. Ni pa ma re pa. कहाँ से आए बदरा हो घुलता जाए कजरा कहाँ से आए बदरा हो घुलता जाए कजरा कहाँ से आए बदरा हो सपनों के रंगे दीपक बन बैठे So this is one. Then there is one web series which was very popular back then, Bandish Bandits, and there's a very good song of Meg Malar. गरज बरज गरज बरस आज मेघ धरती पे छायो रे दरमान में बरसे आज बूंद बूंद बरसे. So this is one. So दुख भरे दिन भी तोरे भैया अब सुख आयो रे. This is one. So Meg is also is a very happy rag, and it is taken obviously it's a monsoon raga, so it's a very happy one, and it's very very therapeutic as well. It is used for, this is also used for the inner immunity and power and emotional blockage if you have any guilt, suppression. So this rag is used. In fact, all the Shiv created ragas, Deepak, Hindol, they are very very therapeutic ragas, and but this one is happy one, so it can be connected, resonated by the common people as well.
So as usual, Dr. Shambhavi Das, it is so wonderful to talk to you and hear your views, your ideas, which were thought-provoking and definitely musically. So we'll be meeting again with some other raga and discussion about music therapy. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you so